Hey there! Something wild has happened. I actually finished a game, and this is it. This is the Japanese version of Uncharted for the PlayStation Vita, and I just thought I'd give some impressions. I love the series. I love the Japanese version because you can play it in Japanese or English or a combination. Actually, no, you can't combine the languages. It has to be one or the other, which sucked. Right. It was fun. Good game. Good combination of platforming and kind of over-the-shoulder shooting and a few puzzles. They weren't, I don't know, I didn't feel like they were super hard or anything like that. I actually played the game on hard mode because I wanted to unlock crushing mode so I could maybe try it again later. But I'm not sure that I'm going to be playing it on crushing mode despite the fact that I really liked the game because there are some big problems with the controls. This game is still new enough that they could release a patch, and I hope they do. The controls are great most of the time, but occasionally they're just broken. I mean broken. Numerous times, 3, 4, maybe 5 times in the game, I couldn't progress in the game because basically the jump button wouldn't respond, like it wouldn't do anything. And I know for a fact it wasn't me pushing it at the wrong time or in the wrong place. It was just the game decided for whatever reason not to work anymore in certain spots. So I would get to a ledge or whatever and try to go up, and then I couldn't. And I just had to wait for someone to kill me, or I had to start over or whatever. And I actually thought I might not be able to finish the game because of that, but I turned it off and I downloaded the latest patch, which didn't say anything about fixing bugs, but maybe it did. And then I was able to continue, and then I got to another place where the same thing happened. And that just shouldn't happen in a game like this with so much support and whatnot. I was really disappointed about that. And I don't know, it's gotten a lot cheaper here in Japan because it was a release title, so it's about half now the price of what it was when it first came out. So I mean, I can still recommend it, but there were a few times where I just got angry at the game because the game wasn't playing fair. I couldn't use the controls. Also, I'm not a fan of the touchscreen controls. I understand they want to use them to kind of show off what the Vita can do, so they do stuff with the accelerometer and whatnot, but the times where you have to use the touchscreen, especially some kind of like fight scenes, where it says, okay, now swipe down, now swipe left. The only way that I could get it to work consistently is if I did it really quickly and repeatedly until it finally registered one of my swipes correctly. If I did it, the way that I think it's meant to be done, where you just swipe up once, like it says on the screen. I tried it doing it the exact same speed, the same spot on the screen, everything. It's hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that gets old when you're doing a long series of commands or prompts, and you're only allowed to make one mistake in the whole series. So I really was not a fan of that at all. But I'll say this, as frustrated as I was with the controls, and as much as I really was irritated and disappointed in that, after I finished the game, I almost started playing it again right away, just because I enjoy it. And there's so much to unlock, and there's so much to find, and you can go back after you finish it and try to find the treasures that you missed, and take photos that you missed, put together little puzzles that you missed. And so there's a lot of opportunity for repeat gameplay. Also, there's a thing called the black market where you can apparently trade stuff with other people who've played the game, but I don't know. I didn't quite understand how you're supposed to do that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dense. But so overall, I don't know. I would, if it weren't for the controls, I would give this game about maybe an 8.5. But because of the controls, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. I would still recommend it, but you just have to go into it knowing that sometimes there are going to be issues with the controls. You may have to turn it off and turn it back on again, and that can be frustrating. But yeah, I finished it and I enjoyed it. Love the Uncharted series. I really hope that they'll release a patch for the control issues, because that needs to happen, but it might be getting too late already. I don't know. And my next video will be talking about the portable game that I'm going to try next, or that I've actually already started, and it's not Dissidia, although I'm doing that a little bit in spurts. I found something else yesterday that I couldn't wait to start playing, and I'll talk about that in my next video. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.